All right, welcome back, guys, to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick Hangar review and then actually go into some test server uh, that I did this past weekend, looking at the Orochi and the Shangara as well. So I've morphed my Hangar around a little bit recently. I've kept the Demeter and Dread in place, but I have changed my Dread out and put on a Sinister Glacier. I did have the option of actually keeping an Ember somewhere in there, but I decided against it mainly because the Ember does manage to get some freeze effect accumulation, but the Glacier does much more. So I'm kind of taking that as the angle. It was Pilot Overdrive weekend, so I did manage to take my Linda up quite a bit on some of her skills. I've lucked out with some good rolls, but I do think the Invulnerable Raider is an important skill to have. Whether you want to do it at a maxed out level, it gives you 4 more points of defense or not is up to you, and whether you have the 1800 or 2000 gold. When you look at my Demeter, I focus the Demeter. I have the Jerry Pilot before App Meter even got, well, I haven't won the App Meter yet, nor do I intend to get one anytime soon. So I focused the Jerry on just basically 2 major skills, speed and healing. So you can see here, I did get a true ace Demeter up to T4, Roadhog and Scout, also at T4. So I want to make sure that I've got a really fast Demeter, so you definitely want to consider that. I've done a mixed build here, and I think the mixed build does actually have decent a decent power, because when I do run out of my flames, I can switch over. The Havoc is still firing, and that helps with a lot of people that get in your face, because a lot of people just hate Demeters and they want to kill you. So I've kept it at that. I can go all 3 or triple Havoc, or I can do a triple igniter. But so far for me, the triple build has actually been working pretty decent, because also the igniters kind of flame all over the place. I've switched now to a dual Typhon Hangar, and I will MK2 my Typhon when the time comes, the Dragon Warrior one, or the Warrior one, mainly because I like the Rose Lynn for speed. So I've added on a T4 Roadhog, and hopefully if I have enough gold before the pilot event ends, I'll T4 out the Scout. That's where this Typhon shines, and I may swap this pilot out for the Thurin build. That's on the other one. I actually still like the Louis Duncan pilot. Getting that extra last stand in, to me, actually makes great sense. So in my Louis is pretty maxed out too. So I'm gonna run both of these, because the Typhons are really kind of aren't really nerfable. They're balanced, they're fun, and you don't see many out there, and the ones that you do see is just like 1 or 2 a game, at least from my end. The Papa Mobile Hawk stays the same with the Dragoon and Dragon Marquee build, and I'm doing okay with the Damn Johnny, so I'm gonna keep that there. So in the backup, in case nerfs do take place or buffs, the Nightingale may or may not get a buff, depending on what sort of leaks you believe. Fenrir, the Cryptic Fenrir, is also there as well, and I have a Hawk with the Viper as well. I did win that Scald from the giveaway. I really like the Scald, and I think it actually matches well with the Vipers. So if I get another Scald, I may look to just have a Viper Scald build, which has some DOT as well as some fire effect. Scorpion, same idea here too. I didn't really max out the scatters because I've been waiting for the nerf. I may max out a pair or not, I'm not sure yet, but I think this is just like kind of a really good, strong build to have. And then in my third backup, I've got the scatters with an Ember, which is just a very random fun build I've been running, where you can kind of accumulate some effect as well as kind of smack people in the face. I think the next builds I'm really focusing on will be more distance related, and we're preparing for the Orochi. So for the Orochi, I'm going to consider actually a dual Redeemer. I've got one Redeemer at MK 2.8 and the other at level 5, so I'll have to kind of figure that out. But one really cool build I like personally is the Magnetar Hornet build on the Nemesis, on the Hades. I think that'll be a pretty fun build. So I can maybe focus on that as a distance build later. And I think one other key build I'll be looking at is getting a Scorcher or a pair of Scorchers for the Nemesis. I think the range on the Nemesis is around, I think, 500 meters. Same with the Scorcher. So if I could win a pair of that, and I don't think I have. I've entered like multiple giveaways and I check every morning. Nope, still haven't won any. That could be a pretty fun lethal build. So that's kind of Hangar review for now. I switch, from a Titan perspective between an Arthur over here, a Grom, Squall Arthur, or a Nodens. And, if those crates come out, I'll probably be looking at doing a quad crate or a triple crate for a Minos or my Nodens. All right, guys, I'll be doing some test server play and we'll go from there. All right, a little test server action. Let's start with the Orochi. I don't actually mess around too much with the drones here, but the Glory Orochi is actually a pretty fun lockdown build, and I really like adding the jump. So I would highly recommend doing like that, the jump effect, and then you can you basically use it for beacon grabbing. And it's a fun, fast bot. I still think the animation you'll see right here, it looks just goofy as heck. I think the Haiichi has a much better animation, but apparently they're going to stick with it, so it is what it is. It's a pretty versatile dual heavy build, much faster and more fun than the Bulwark. Oh, I just got bumped there. My Orochi has definitely taken off. That was kind of fun. Speaking of bulwarks, I would say an Ember Orochi would be fine, but you're fast, so the flames will kind of go all over the place. The Redeemer looks good. I think the Glory has potential too because, it's just the shots spread horizontally. So something to think about, something to consider. This bot does have the potential to be a beacon capper as well as a brawler. So all the beacon cappers and brawlers out there, this is your bot. The DOT effect on the built-in weapon is a little weak in my opinion, but I think that's fine. Anything stronger would be obnoxious. So something to keep in mind as well. I'm just going to wait to see if I can get my Shangara out too. This is probably a bad idea. Did not know it was a shell there. I would not go against the shell with Sonics. It's basically a waste of time. Let me see if I can take this June out. Okay, let's go, buddy. Alright, let's take him out. Here we go. Almost there. Oh, lovely. We both killed each other at the same time. Alright, this is a fun build. I usually put a jump module on it. I forgot to this time. My former clanmate loves this build, and I think it's actually a pretty fun build to have. I haven't built it, but man, when it hits, it rips people apart. So I don't think it'll be nerfed. It's probably worth... Oh man, the Shangara just freaking like put its goofy ass effect on me. Oh my god, that's obnoxious. That is gonna suck for Hawks. You don't even need a Hawk nerf. That thing sucks. It just like immobilizes you. If you get that on Castle, you're dead. So let's talk Shangara since I'm facing one right now. This guy is actually tanky. He's still a turd in my opinion. Let's see if I can take him apart a little. Yeah, so you're gonna have to really amp up the destruction to get a Shangara down. But there's the damn effect again. If that thing cycles as much as it does, he may survive a long time. Look at this guy. All right, let's drop my Shangara in. So it looks like a glorified Bulgasari right now with these shock trains. They're pretty nasty and they do damage from a pretty far distance. So You're gonna have to either go back to using shields like a Galahad or a Shell or something like that, or a Lancelot or a Bulwark, to counter this, because this just sucks. And especially with that damage effect too, it just like it shreds. One thing I truly hate though is how slow the gameplay is, which you will see. It's like you aim, you think, you hope somebody's in a clearance, and then you fire. So where these weapons will be actually really nasty will be on a Ming. A Ming could hang back at 800 meters and just shred to heck. So there's going to be very little counter to this. Maybe the Arthur will be fine. Nodens are going to, in the open, will be deleted pretty quickly. Typhons clearly can do okay. It's a game changer to have a heavy shock train back. Makes me wonder if I should bring my shock train Bulgasari back. All right, I'm gonna pick up with the new weapons in the next game. Okay, so let's start swapping out weapons. I want to try these new crates, crates. I'm gonna call them crates. Let's go with that. So beta level weapon with DOT. This has every recipe for a disaster just based on paper. They look like Vipers, to be honest. I don't think there was too much creativity involved in making them. I'm a big Viper fan. I still run my Vipers. So let's play and get that crate out there and see what sort of chaos it can create. I would say the crate would be a fun build on aminos. So it might be the only reason I'll upgrade aminos. Maybe with the Nodens too, but I think Having a shield reflector will be key with Shangaras running around or Mings running around with these alpha shock trains. So I may reformulate my strategy a little bit, unless they come up with a heavy Krait, and then I could run a Krait Arthur. Basically, that would be good because you'd have shield up. You'd be probably fine. Kind of like in the Orochi. There's my beacon captain. Can slide around, freeze effect. I didn't put a jump module on this, but it's a fun build. I wish they would change this animation. If they did that, it'd be great. And even once you cap a beacon too, you can just go straight into, you know, stealth and like hold the beacon. It's basically like phase shift, but a little bit more effective since it lasts forever. It's a really long effect, actually. Look at that, 5-6 seconds. Just kind of see if I should phase shift out of this. No, I'll just duke it out. What would be crazy is if the pilot skill has Wonder Worker every time you do the effect. That would make this a really obnoxious build. Nah, it didn't end too well. Alright, let's see. I don't know what chips I've got. I've given up on drones, honestly. Let's see. I'll just hop. Lockdown. I'm gonna slide around. Why? Because I can. Let's take him out. And again, with the Orochi, it's actually pretty simple to do that sort of thing. Take him out too. I could go, should I go around and take this guy out? It's actually kind of a tiny bot if you look at the height too. Okay, let's see, who else should we bring out? Maybe I will bring out my Gauss. My aim with these things sucks. You really have to be good with the aiming on this, by the way. Alright, let's go hide behind here. I may just attack. Is that a Shangara? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go whack him from a distance. Alright, let's see if I can get him. Yeah, it's like I didn't even hit him. I don't know what the heck that was about. Let's see if I can take him down with a hawk. Yeah, wow, this is like... Either there's no damage being applied or my hawk sucks. There we go, that stupid Shangara effect. It just like, it screwed me. Couldn't even land properly. Yep, that is going to be a lifesaver for a lot of Shangaras right off the bat. Alright, let's get this Krait going. Come on. Oh, these are fun. Oh man, this is fast. Look at that, DOT. Yeah, I think this could be a really amazing build. I would actually drop my Nodens, my max Nodens and my max Arthur because of these weapons. Put on a little reflector, you can just kind of sustain kill. You have to be smart about hiding out with these Krats though. I don't think you can, or Kraits, whatever the hell they are. Alright, I've got a reflector built in. Let's see if I can take this guy down. Full salvo. Holy moly. Yeah, these fire almost exactly like the Vipers. You even have the little like swerve effect. I bet you the guys, yep, he died. That's some crazy ass DOT. Alright, maybe I'm going a little going in too hot here, but let's see what happens. Let's see, I can DOT him to death. Yep. See if I can do him too. Put on the reflection. Got the beacon. Yeah, I have to say, these weapons are freaking awesome. This would be the highlight of test server right here. Alright. I really want one of those. Badly. Alright, I'm going to get this Shangara now. Oh, damn, that effect. This Shangara effect is driving me absolutely nuts. I think this is going to be a pain in the ass on live server. It's actually brilliant because it's not too OP, but it's just obnoxious enough that it makes it a viable Titan. This thing was a turd last test server, so it's definitely going in the right direction now. I knew I was going to die, but whatever. It's always fun to just get in somebody's face. All right. Whoa. Let's see if I can take him apart a little. These crates, oh my god. That was like instantaneous. These are amazing weapons. I'll have to say, these are very impressive. Even more so than the Squall. You've got distance, you've got great animation. It's just like Titan Vipers. That's basically what they are. This guy. So damn cocky. Look at him with his 4 crates. That's going to cost you easily $400 or $500 when they first hit the server too. All right. Thanks, guys.